All right, let's talk about one of the biggest mysteries out there, right? You get paid, you feel amazing, and then poof, your money just disappears. So in this explainer, we're going to figure out exactly where it's going, and more importantly, how you can plug those leaks for good. I mean, is there a more frustrating question in all of personal finance? You work so hard, that beautiful salary notification finally pops up on your phone, and for a minute, everything's perfect. But then, fast forward a week, maybe two, and you're just staring at your bank balance wondering this exact thing. Wow, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's that feeling, that really brief, beautiful moment of feeling secure before, that old familiar stress starts creeping back in. So many of us are stuck in this cycle, but I'm here to tell you, it really doesn't have to be this way. And here's the most important thing to understand. If you feel like you're on this financial treadmill, running and running, but getting nowhere, it's probably not because you don't earn enough. No, the real problem is that your money is being slowly siphoned away by these little, hard-to-see habits that we're calling invisible leaks. Okay, so let's put on our detective hats for a bit. We're going to investigate the 5 most common culprits behind this whole vanishing salary mystery. Because once you can actually see them, well, that's when you can finally start plugging the holes. All right, our first couple of leaks, these are sneaky. They're woven right into our modern, convenience-first world. They're so subtle you barely notice them. But trust me, they are a huge drain on your wallet. First on the list is a real silent killer for your bank account. We call it death by 1,000 subscriptions. Think about it. It used to be you'd buy something once and you owned it. Now, we basically rent our entire lives, one tiny automated monthly payment at a time. And the psychology here is just so clever. It's almost scary. The trap is that we look at each one by itself. It's only $10 a month. But the reality? These payments just happen. They get pulled from your account while you're sleeping, completely bypassing your brain's should I really buy this filter. There's no spending guilt, so they just stack up, silently. So, the fix for this one is actually super simple. Seriously, take 10 minutes, pull up your bank or credit card statement, and just be ruthless. The rule is simple. If you haven't used it in the last 3 weeks, cancel it, right now. You can always sign back up later if you're really desperate for it, but I'm betting you won't even notice it's gone. Okay, leak number 2 is a very close cousin to the first one. I'm talking about the convenience tax. I mean, we live in this amazing time where you can get pretty much anything you want delivered to your door in minutes. But that incredible convenience always comes with a hidden price tag. You know how it starts. It's always that moment of weakness, right? I'm just too tired to cook, or, no, I'm running late. But in that moment, you're not just paying for dinner or a ride. You're paying a premium for not planning ahead. Some people call it the laziness tax. And when you actually add up all the fees, the tips, the surge pricing, wow, it can easily double what the thing was supposed to cost in the first place. So how do you fight this? Here's a great little trick. Use the 24-hour rule. Unless it is a genuine, true emergency, just pause. Force yourself to wait 24 hours before you hit that Order Now button. You'll be absolutely amazed how often that urgent impulse just disappears. And you suddenly realize there's a much cheaper, easier solution right in front of you. Like, in your own fridge. All right, let's move on to the next couple of leaks. And these are a little trickier because they're not about some app or delivery service. These are internal. They're all about our own mindset, the financial traps we lay for ourselves. Okay, this next one is so insidious you might not even realize it's happening. It's called lifestyle creep, and it's basically this. It's our natural tendency to let our spending grow every single time our income does. It's the reason why no matter how big a raise you get, you never feel like you're actually getting ahead. This chart just lays it out so perfectly. Look at this. You start with your old salary, and you're saving, say, 10%. Then, great news. You get a raise. Your income goes up. But look at that. The percentage you save stays exactly the same. Why? Because everything else got more expensive. A nicer car, a bigger apartment, more expensive dinners, they all expanded to eat up that new money. You haven't actually gotten any richer, you've just gotten more expensive. So the fix? It definitely takes some discipline, but the idea is simple. The very next time you get a raise or a bonus, make a pact with yourself. Before you even think about upgrading your life, you're going to automatically divert at least half of that new money straight into your savings or investments. I mean, think about it. You were living just fine on your old salary, right? So you know you can do it. Oh man,
Here's a psychological trap I think every single one of us has fallen into. It's the "I deserve it" leak. You know the feeling. You've had a brutal day, a stressful week at work, and you just feel like you need to reward yourself. And that reward, it usually comes with a pretty big price tag.
And here's why this is so dangerous. It creates this vicious cycle. Just look at how it works. You work hard, which creates stress. So you spend money to make yourself feel better. But now you have less money, which means you have to work even harder to make up for it, which, guess what, creates even more stress. It's a hamster wheel that you can't win.
The only way to break this cycle is to totally redefine what a reward even means. You've got to find joy in things that don't cost a fortune, or anything at all. A long walk in the park, dusting off an old hobby you used to love, having a movie night at home. The real goal here is to completely disconnect your sense of happiness from your credit card statement.
Okay, we're at our fifth and final leak. And honestly, this might be the single most important one we talk about today. It's a fundamental, critical flaw in how most of us are taught to think about saving money. It all boils down to this concept called Parkinson's Law. And all it really says is this: our spending will always expand to use up whatever money we have available. And that is why the classic approach of, "Oh, I'll just save whatever's left over at the end of the month," is a complete disaster. Because let's be real, there's never anything left. The fix is a total shift in perspective, but it's so powerful. You have to stop paying yourself last. You need to pay yourself first. The second that paycheck hits your account, before you pay rent, before you pay any bills, you automatically move a set amount, maybe it's 10%, into a completely separate savings account. You have to treat it like the most important bill you have, a bill you owe to your future self.
So there you have it. We've identified the 5 major leaks that are secretly draining your bank account. Now, let's wrap this all up into a simple toolkit you can start using, like today, to take back control. Okay, here's your 5-point plan. Number 1, do a ruthless audit of your subscriptions. Number 2, plan your meals and your travel to avoid that nasty convenience tax. 3, fight lifestyle creep by automatically saving at least half of every single raise. 4, find rewards that don't involve your wallet. And finally, the golden rule, the most important one. Pay yourself first. Set up an automatic transfer and get that savings money out of sight before you're even tempted to touch it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about trying to earn more money. It's about getting to keep more of the money you already make. So take a second, look at these 5 traps, and be really honest with yourself. Which one of these has been getting you lately? Because just knowing, just identifying that leak, that's the first and most powerful step you can take to finally plugging it for good.